You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Live. Well, I knew it would happen. After the game was over, I was waiting. I was like, somebody is going to decide to throw Mac Jones under the bus and drive the bus over him because he attempted 3 passes last night in a New England victory. I thought it was a brilliant game plan. I loved the game. It was a fun game to watch where Bill Belichick and Josh McDaniels made a decision to run the ball down the throats of the Buffalo Bills. And that's exactly what they did. And I think there's a couple of things in play here. Number one, the weather was terrible last night. It was really bad, although Belichick did try to play it down afterwards, saying, we played in way worse weather than that. But I knew somebody in the media was going to come out and hammer Mac Jones over these 3 passes. You see, there's a narrative out there that if anybody doesn't like Jimmy Garoppolo, they always refer back to the 8 pass attempts he made in a playoff game versus the Packers. By the way, the Packers could not stop the Niners running game in that game whatsoever. I mean, they were breaking off 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-yard runs over and over and over again. And after the game, Kyle Shanahan was asked, why didn't you let Jimmy throw any more than that? He was like, would you when you could run the ball like that? Was there a reason to have him throw? When we're running the ball like that and they can't stop us. Same thing last night. And Buffalo played a good game defensively. But New England, you could say, made an absolute effort to play a safe game. Well, Skip Bayless has come out and he's now hammering Mac Jones and comparing him to Tom Brady. And you guys know I love Tom Brady. Hell, his picture's right above my head right there. That is him holding his New England Patriots jersey, him wearing all of his rings in his Tampa Bay jersey. And I'm a huge Tom Brady fan. One of my favorite players ever. Okay? But you guys know I'm very high on Mac Jones as well. I think he's far and away the best rookie that came out of this classic quarterback. But I knew it would happen. I was like, here comes the Jimmy G narrative when it comes to Mac Jones. By the way, Mac Jones is a rookie too. Mac Jones completed 2 of 3 passes. Tom Brady would have owned this game. Skip Bayless destroys the Patriots quarterback after a rush-heavy game versus the Bills on Monday Night Football. Okay, I don't get this, but all right. Mac Jones played in probably the most bizarre game of his career after attempting only 3 passes, something that Skip Bayless feels Tom Brady would have been much better at. We don't know that because that's not the game Josh McDaniels chose to call. I'm not sure why this is being lost on Skip, but okay. The Patriots entered the Monday Night Football battle against the Bills with a lot on the line. The Patriots held the number 1 seed in the AFC, and the AFC East, but a loss would have dropped them in both categories. Of course, a loss wouldn't have destroyed the Patriots as they have a rematch with Buffalo in Week 15. Yeah, but it would have been a little bit more devastating than that because Buffalo was very good in the division already this year. Faced with extreme weather conditions, the Patriots executed a simple but effective game plan centered around running the ball. In fact, they ran the ball 46 times, and they only attempted 3 passes on the night. It was a brilliant piece of coaching from Bill Belichick, as even though the Bills knew the Pats were going to run the ball, they simply couldn't stop it. Well, that tells you a lot about what you need to know. If you know anything about Skip Bayless, you definitely know he's a huge Tom Brady supporter. Skip will go into the ends of the earth to defend Bucs quarterback, and he'll even find ways to insert him into conversations that have nothing to do with Brady. Case in point, today's game, Mac Jones finished tonight passing 2 of 3 times for 19 yards. Of course, by no means an impressive effort, but Jones understood the game plan wasn't going to be centered around the passing game tonight. and he simply fulfilled his role. However, Skip Bayless just found a way to roast him. Mac Jones completed 2 of 3 passes tonight. One was a screen, the other was an amazing one-hand catch on a wind-blown overthrow. When Brady was a first-year starter, he would have owned this game, as he did in the driving snow playoff victory over the Raiders. Whether rookie Tom Brady would have had a better game against Buffalo is definitely some of heavy speculation, but it's speculation that you can expect from an analyst like Skip Bayless, who heavily favors certain players, Michael Jordan, Tom Brady. And I got no problem with the fact that Skip Bayless is a huge Tom Brady fan or Michael Jordan fan. I think that's great. But what this has to do with Mac Jones, I don't know. I really don't. Just like the Kyle Shanahan thing and Jimmy Garoppolo, I went back and looked. The average per yards per play last night was 4.9. Okay, meaning essentially they were getting nearly 5 yards a carry every time the ball was handed off. So why wouldn't you go ahead and just keep running the ball like that? Josh McDaniels, Bill Belichick, found no reason to throw the ball. But I also have another theory. They're going to go back. They got to play them, I believe it is in 2 or 3 weeks. They're going to have a rematch. It's going to be at Gillette. And I think Belichick and Josh McDaniels wanted to keep a lot of the passing game under wraps if they could, since the weather was as bad as it was. They wanted to keep some of that film under wraps in case they get into a shootout in the rematch. Okay, this was very, very much strategic on Belichick and McDaniel's part last night. This was not an indictment of Mac Jones's passing skills. The kid has been off the charts this year as an NFL quarterback in his rookie year. And something should be noted too. Brady was a first-year starter, but he was not a rookie, okay? He had been acclimated in more training camps, et cetera, all right, than Mac Jones has. So it's not the same comparison. It's absolutely not. Wow, I don't know how much more a rookie quarterback would have to do this year in order to show how great he's been playing. But I've noticed something with Mac Jones. There's going to be a section of people that have decided they're going to hate Mac Jones. I have noticed it. There's some media members that I believe are going to hate Mac Jones. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because he's not that flashy running quarterback like Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. No, he's an old school pocket quarterback. Absolutely. I know that may seem boring to some people. I happen to believe great pocket quarterbacks are still what is needed to win Super Bowls. Again, only Patrick Mahomes is the one that's won one. All right? Steve Young won his after he learned to excel throwing in the pocket. It's still a thing, folks. Skip Bayless, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what the point of this was, except you wanted to shield Tom Brady. You could have found a different way to do it, but I knew it was going to happen. As soon as I watched the game and I was like, wow, saw the stat line at the end, 2 of 3, I said, oh, okay. They've got the Jimmy Garoppolo Green Bay playoff narrative now for all the haters of Mac Jones to grab onto, and they will bring this up for the rest of his career, this 2 of 3 performance. That's going to be a thing from now on. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.